Hill at UFC X. Angela, how are you finding it? How's the fan interactions?
It's fine. Yeah, fine. It's fun. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. It's fine. No, it's been fun. It's been good. I just got here, so I haven't really gotten to peruse and see people yet. But so far, the fans are really excited, and yeah, it's been a good time.
Do you always enjoy International Fight Week? You know, you can come and meet some of the fans, and there's that nice kind of atmosphere as well, right?
Yeah, I've only been once, but it was right after COVID, and it was real cool because everyone was like dying to meet fighters, and we've been fighting in front of empty crowds for a long time, so it was real nice doing it then, and then now same thing. Everyone's just super excited to be here.
Nice. And you, of course, are now on a 2-fight win streak. You know, what's next for you? What have you been doing at the moment?
Just waiting for the next opportunity, hoping that Mick Maynard calls me soon. And yeah, just staying ready, training. I have a bunch of teammates who are getting ready to fight soon, so that keeps me in shape. And then hopefully I'll get a call, whether it's short notice or a camp, and I'll be ready to go.
Yeah. Any opponents in mind? Anyone that you kind of have your eye on?
Well, I have my eye on Jessica Andrade for the BMF, but she just booked the fight. So I'm looking at top 10, hopefully. I really want to fight Ribas at some point. We were supposed to fight in, I think, 2021, and she got COVID the day of my fight. So I'd love to get that one back, and you know, anyone could get it in the top 10. I think Ribas would be a good matchup for me right now, but I'd fight anyone.
So do you think there should be a women's BMF? We obviously have the BMF, but you think there should be a women's version?
Yeah, I feel like the BMF is asexual. Like it goes across all genders, and I think people who know my career have called me that. They know I get in there, I bang, win or lose, I put on a great fight, and Andrade's the same way. That's why I called her out. But definitely, a female BMF is something that needs to happen at some point.
Do you still want that matchup with Jessica, maybe down the line?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I think we're both very different fighters now. I think I've evolved even more just because she was kind of more of a complete fighter when I fought her, and that was 8 years ago already. So it's crazy how time flies, but I'd love to get that fight again.
How do you think you've evolved since that time?
I think just becoming more well-rounded, getting my grappling together, learning how to meld it all, like make it all work instead of just, oh, I'm grappling, oh, I'm striking, but being able to do everything together. And then also just working on my fighting mindset as well. You hear a lot of fighters talking about that nowadays, and a lot of people have been doing it in secret. So I think finally everyone's getting the memo that, hey, this is what you need to do as a professional athlete, is learn how to perform on fight night and work on taking those steps to be mentally there, because we always focus on the physical but never the mental.
And a lot of people do say that. I mean, the mental aspect of it is such a big part of competing, and how does that affect you normally?
I felt like I had a good handle on it, but then there's been a few kind of milestone fights where I let the moment get to me and it shut me down a bit. So I think that really showed me, hey, to get to this next level, to really reach my full potential before I retire, I'm gonna have to focus on this side as well. And it's kind of scary. Like, you don't like being stuck in a room with your thoughts, and that's kind of what it feels like when you meditate. Every bad thought jumps out and tries to attack you, but then when you embrace that, it's easier to deal with it when it happens in the fight, and when it happens like on fight week and stuff like that, where it really matters. So I think it's a superpower. Anyone who started focusing on that, I think because MMA is so new, a lot of us aren't hip to that part of it yet. And also, like, you want to be seen as tough. You don't want to be seen as someone who talks about their feelings or anything like that when you're getting ready to fight. And finally, that stigma is changing, and we're embracing the same techniques that professional football players and basketball players and Olympic athletes do, and I think it's really helping the sport.
And Yuri Prochazka, he's fighting this weekend, and we've seen him do some things like meditation, staying in a dark room for 3 days, and And even, I think it was at 300, someone saw him the night before, just kind of standing across the arena, kind of soaking in the energy. I mean, what do you make of those? Would you ever do 3 days in a dark room?
No. I can't even meditate for more than 10 minutes. Like I couldn't do it 3 days, no food or water. I think what he does is for him, and I love that he figured out that's what works for him. But I don't know if I could sign on to that religion. But I do like the idea of soaking in the moment, being in the arena before people get in there, realizing that everywhere is just a place. It's not this scary figment of your imagination that you build it up to. Every moment is just a moment. The person you are now is the person you're going to be after the fight, win or lose. So putting worth into those things and not into how well you do in the fight will make you do better in the fight. So it's kind of funny how that works.
And there's some other big fights coming up. I wanted to get your opinion on them. First of all, I mean, actually, what do you think about Mike Perry boxing Jake Paul? Obviously, that's come out recently.
I wish it was bare knuckle. I feel like that's Mike Perry's sport. So I would part of me wants him to just take his gloves off halfway through and throw down. But I think he has a better chance than a lot of the MMA people who fought Jake Paul. So we'll see what happens. I haven't really been studying Jake Paul. I've watched all of Mike Perry's fights, and he just looks better every time he gets in there in bare knuckles. So hopefully those skills transfer over to boxing with gloves.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me today, and enjoy the rest of your day.